What's up, internet, and welcome to episode number 8 of the Professor Layton in the Curious Village Let's Play. If you guys missed last episode, make sure you go check it out. We essentially explored the abandoned park, and I think did a bit of a search for elusive tower. My memory of episode 6 and 7 get a bit merged, but today we are heading down into the underground. So if you guys are excited, make sure you like, comment, and all that stuff. You know, all the typical YouTube extravaganzas. I hope I don't trip. This place is pitch black. Brr, and it's cold too. Watch your step, Luke. Look for anything suspicious or out of place. Okay. Oh, hint coins. See, I'm a genius at finding these hint coins. That does look kind of suspicious. Oh yeah, I guess that's fair. Look, there's a sort of stone tablet embedded in the wall. I'm just going to slightly turn down the music. There we go. This is clearly some kind of puzzle. I'd wager the solution will tell us the direction in which to proceed. Puzzle number 89. Okay, which way? The path you were on forks to the left or the right in front of the sign seen below. Your gut feeling tells you this sign reveals the direction you need to go. Find an arrow within the picture, like the yellow one on the side of the board. When you find it, draw a line around it as neatly as possible. Keep in mind the arrow in search for may not be the same size as the one pictured below. I'm assuming this arrow is meant to tell us which direction to go in, so it's going to either point over this way or in this way, right? Yeah. I feel like I'm on the right tracks. So obviously if it's not going to be around the same size, then... Huh. Well, where can we start immediately trying to figure stuff out? This feels vaguely sign-esque. That kind of looks like an arrow, right? It does. That was surprisingly quick.
Another puzzle solved.
Get in there, Professor. Now you can move forward, so it's in this way. Okay, cool. That is our answer. We'll proceed down the left corridor. Understood, Professor? That's a bit of a gut reaction, isn't it? Yeah, so there's a vague sense of an arrow here. It must be to lead, that we must have to go in this direction. Okay, I'm assuming, yeah, we have to go. This is also a puzzle? Is this the puzzle episode? Look, Professor, there's a strange device on the door here. It seems to be a puzzle of some sort. I imagine the door won't open until we solve it. It's almost like we're being tested, isn't it? Well, I think that, what, the Baron loves his puzzles? Is that what we were finding out? They had the ball out. It's a ball puzzle. Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Slide obstructing blocks out of the way to clear a path for the ball. Okay. So this can move here. This can move there. We kind of need this to move if we're going to do anything. Okay, okay. That's fine. We kind of need this to move, don't we? Yeah. Okay. Right. Interesting. No. None of that does much. Wait, I'm gonna restart. Okay. Right. So obviously we need to move this this big one somewhere. And I feel like that's going to... We do have a hint, so we can probably... Sure, the puzzle looks a little daunting. If you use the 5 open spaces in the box, think about you can move things around so that you can... That does not mean anything. Got a virus and threat protection from Windows Defender. That's ominous. Right. Right. Move this. Move that. Move that. Move that. No. It feels like we're just one small thing. Because we obviously got to move one of these, right? Yeah. So, right. I'm saying right a lot here, but I feel that's very much showing. I don't feel we need to move the ball right now. So, 5 open spaces. What 5 open spaces? There's another open space. Oh, that's nifty. That's a little bit quirky. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's a tad quirky of them. Where do we want to put this? Right. I'm a genius. Only took me 61 moves. Okay. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Fantastic. Easier than it looks if you had... Yeah. Why not try to complete the puzzle in the minimum number of moves? No. That should do the trick. We've got a painting thing as well. I've not looked at this painting gizmo majig at all, which... I don't know. Definitely going for 100%, you know, obviously. Right, let's go through here. Ooh. Assuming this is the Baron's secret room. Well, I certainly didn't expect a room down here. Let's give it a thorough once-over. Something isn't right about this place. I can feel it in my bones. There's one thing we know about the professor. He's got crazy intuition. It's an ordinary tub. It's just a milk jug. That rhymes. It doesn't, but it kind of does. Just an empty bottle here, I'm afraid. Nothing to see here. All these drawers are completely empty. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. What a curious vase. Some tiny paintings. Well, you never know. There we go. See, I'm on the money. He's in the money. Something's hidden behind here. Luke looks so angry about that. Looks like he's about to hit someone. Okay. I wonder what is behind the painting. What's this here? What's this here, Professor? Oh, it's the key to the tower, I'm assuming. Could be some sort of key. But what does it unlock? We won't know until we investigate further, but the shape certainly looks familiar. It's the tower. Professor, could this be? It looks just like the tower. Told you. I knew there was something odd about that dead end. Perhaps this key will shed some light on things. Look, we need to head back to that large wall on the north side. I have a hunch it's more than a dead end. Awesome. So we got a tower key. That's interesting. And we finished chapter 7. We did it, boys. That was not a fun sound that my vocal cords just produced. But we finished chapter number 7. We're on episode number 8, so we're kind of like vaguely on progress. But then we completed chapter 6 really, really quickly in the last episode, which I didn't anticipate at all. Okay. I love how the professor, like, making haste is just, like, slow. Stop. Oh, let's go investigate a dead end right away. Alright, let's first make a quick stop by the inn. Why the inn, Professor? Seems that someone doesn't want us around, Luke. Someone is, in fact, after us, and the key to identifying this scoundrel is back at the inn. Want to have idea who's behind us? Ah, piqued your interest, haven't I? You charmy little man. Someone's been obstructing the investigation. Find the troublemaker and continue work on the case. Chapter 8, The Shadowy Intruder. I see. Okay, we'll save. Park Road, yes, absolutely. Okay. Just want to pop by the old inn. It's like we're about to start a nativity play. Imagine that, Professor Layton solves the birth of Christ. That would be a fun little one. Hello, Professor. Something the matter? You look a little shaken. Beatrice, I have an urgent request. Could you show me the newspapers from the last couple days? The papers? Certainly. Hang on for just a moment while I go fetch them for you. That's strange. I'm sure I set them around here somewhere. Is there a problem? I'm sorry to disappoint you. Even today's morning paper seems to have gone missing. It's a thief. He's stealing the newspapers. He must be caught. I see. Well, thank you just the same, Beatrice. It's been most helpful. Just what was in those papers anyway, Professor? Yoo-hoo! Professor Layton! Raymond, and to what do we owe the visit? Oh, he told me I needed to find you and bring you to Reinhold Manor. The inspector, ha-hoo-hoo! He and Lady Dahlia are going to arrive at the Reinhold Manor. Thank you for the message. We'll set off for the manor in just a few moments. I see. Now we've got to visit the manor, and Raymond, that smart little man, knew exactly where we were. Oh, no, he's not particularly little, I would say. This man keeps checking his watch. He looks ominous. I reckon he's the main bad guy. You found the key to the tower, haven't you? It's Flora. I'm telling you all this is Flora. How do you know about the key? You mustn't interfere with the tower. Whatever you do, just stay away from there. Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? No, wait. Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? Because I'm interfering and I'm feeling endearing. And I'm feeling endearing. Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? I'm interfering and I'm feeling endearing. I just can't nail it. That's fine. Okay, let's go across. I'm assuming whenever he goes across that bit, Layton is just like kind of, he's just swimming. I'm assuming he's swimming. Welcome back, Professor Layton. Please come in. Everyone is waiting. Thank you, Matthew. Is something troubling you, my good man? You seem ill at ease. Oh no, I'm fine, sir. Please make your way to the parlour. Alright, if you're certain that nothing is the matter, we'll head upstairs. Let's go, boys. Ah, Professor Layton. Thank you for arriving so promptly. Come have a seat. Why have you called us here, Inspector Chemley? Like you, I'm not the kind of man who beats around the bush, so I'll just come out with it. I'm on to you, Layton. It's clear as day. You were responsible for Simon's death. Are you suggesting I murdered Simon? Nonsense. Why is he smiling about it? Yeah, nice, Layton. I have to admire the way you keep cool under pressure, but of course I would expect nothing less from a cold-blooded killer just as yourself. I don't suppose you've seen this before, eh? This vase was on display in the room in which Simon was found dead. All the forensic evidence I've gathered suggests that the killer struck Simon with his vase. Our killer was no professional. See, he left his fingerprints all over the murder weapon. Fingerprints that match your own, Mr. Layton. Oh, that's the vase from the market, isn't it? You rotten murderer. This vase is evidence. Why'd you just break it like it was nothing? So go on and give me an alibi, Layton. Where were you when Simon was killed, eh? Come on out with it. I was with Luke, investigating matters down in the village. Oh, is that the best you can muster? It's clear the little brat is an accomplice in your crime. Admit it, Layton. You two wanted to keep the golden apple so badly that you conspired to murder Simon. You can't fool me, Layton, so cough it up and start talking. Well, man, I'll take the key to the power you clicked up too. Seems that you're intent on pinning this crime on me, Inspector. But if you're a true and false law, you'll acknowledge that I'm not the only reasonable suspect. Any member of this household could have committed the crime. In fact, you can't even rule out the possibility that everyone here had a hand in the murder. Furthermore, are we even sure that the murder took place here? What kind of nonsense are you spouting now? Do you really think anyone here is fooled by your crackpot theories? Inspector Chemley, I'm beginning to think the only person here with something to hide is you. That's absurd. This has nothing to do in the slightest with me.
No, Inspector, it has quite a bit to do with you.
Meaning?
Isn't it obvious? If
Get him,
there's
Layton!
any criminal element involved in this case, then it is you, sir.
What? That's absurd.
Hey, calm down!
What? Utter rubbish! You'll need more than some death charge to save your hide.
Yeah, Layton ain't making a whole lot of strong case. He's just kind of pointing and speaking. I've heard you're quite the devoted husband, Inspector. I bet you take good care of your wife, Amy. Luke and I found this article in the paper. Luke, what was Inspector Chemley's favourite food again? It was fresh sweet potato fritters. I know this one. This article specifically states you love sweet potato fritters, and you raged at poor Matthew when he bought you sweets with tea. Why? And your point is, it just happens to have a fondness for Amy's sweet potato fritters. Is that so? Thank you, Inspector. This little conversation made things quite clear. Please take a look at this. You just called them Amy's sweet potato fritters, yes? I'd like everyone to look at this article. So you can all tell the Inspector clearly states that Inspector Chemley's wife is Amelia. Ooh, boy, you got him. Do you mean to tell me you've forgotten your own wife's name? Out with it. Who are you, and why have you been impersonating Inspector Chemley? Why have you been running this investigation? But your sudden memory loss regarding your wife's name is the only suspicious thing about you. Try to recall the time around Simon's death. You said you received a report that prompted you to come to St. Mystere, but you forgot one thing. After Luke and I came to town, the drawbridge to St. Mystere's sole entrance had its crank stolen. It's effectively sealed the village. From that point on, no one could enter or leave the village. Do you recall just when the seclusion began? The only route out of village had been closed well before Simon's death was discovered. Humph. After that event, there was no way that anyone outside the village could enter. By the same token, there was no way to take things out of the village, particularly something as large as a corpse. So tell me, Inspector Chemley, when did you actually first set foot in St. Mystere? And furthermore, what did you do with Simon's remains? While we're on the subject, I have one more nagging question that I've been able to figure out. How is it that you knew about the key to the tower we discovered? When we happened upon the key, there wasn't a soul in the area, save for Luke and myself. Furthermore, I've spoken of what we found there to no one. There's no conceivable way you could have known about this key. Unless, of course, you were spying on us from the shadows when we picked it up. Now, let me see if I've got this all right. You posed the inspector and used Simon's death as an excuse to enter Reinhold Manor. Since then, you've been waiting for the ideal time to strike and steal the golden apple from us. How am I doing so far? Humph. Yeah. Oh, it's Mustache Man. He's the Mustache Man. I'm just astounded how despicable I find you, Layton. But that's exactly why you're so worthy of being my arch-enemy. Arch-enemy? Arch-enemy. Fairness, that's a hell of a disguise. I've always despised you, Layton. I thought I'd be able to crush you once and for all here in St. Mystere, but I'll have to wait until you saw through my disguise. You haven't caught on yet, but St. Mystere hides a secret of epic proportions. When I imagine a dimwit like you trying to unravel the mystery, I just have to smile. My business here for the day has come to an end, so I'll be off now. Listen closely, Nate. Never forget how close you came to being bested. One day I, the great Don Polo, will range my vengeance upon you, and on that fateful day you will beg for an umbrella and a raincoat, perhaps even some galoshes. Galoshes? Galoshes. Gosh. That's intense. Did that man just jump out the window? Wait, my mind just, caught up. What? Don Polo. Guess he's gone. Do you know who that man was? Don Polo was his name. I've heard stories of him. His grasp of the hard scientist was rumoured to be unrivaled. The problem, as you might guess, was his personality. Though he was a genius, the man was evil. Science Board banished him from working officially in his field ever again. Seeing his aim instead to steal the Reinhold Solution sounds like the kind of scheme he would catch. Catch. I am not being able to speak again. He seems to hold quite a grudge against you, Professor. What did you do to cross him? I haven't the slightest idea, Luke. Well, that aside, what was all that talk of a secret hidden in the village? What was he talking about? I'm mystified by it myself. For the time being, though, let's focus on finding the golden apple, shall we? So we follow our nearest lead and head for the tower. Let's check that dead end from before, Luke. Checking everyone else is just kind of like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, chapter 8 is finished. That means we're technically on the last chapter. And we solved Shenley, which is awesome. Cool. Okay, awesome. Well, I guess one immediate thing is obviously how cool that all was. I think that is a really good plot twist. No, I guess you can technically piece everything together. I guess that makes sense, as you can piece it all together. So I think it's a good plot twist. Yeah. I'd say it's a good one. I like it. All things considered, I think I like the plot twist. It does seem like the kind of thing you can piece together, which I think is, of course, the best kind of plot twist. It's a dead end. I'd argue we've come to exactly the right spot, Luke. What do you mean by that? Look right here, Luke. There's a small indentation in the wall where one could place a small object. Oh, so this must be... Yes, this curious indentation is no doubt the spot indicated in Baron Reinhold's note to Archibald. I'm willing to wager if we put this in here and give it a turn... Whoa. Is that an explosion? Okay. Whoa. I will say that there is a part of me that wishes that the plot twist had we'd figured it out through a puzzle more so than I don't know. I don't know how I would ideally have wanted to play out in a way. But okay, chapter 9, we have begun. We've begun the final chapter in Professor Layton. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that. Okay. Puzzles sent. Okay. I'm really scared we're going to get to a point soon where it's going to be like, you need 100 puzzles solved to pass. Because I felt that would really, really break up the pacing of the game. Because the pacing of the game has actually been pretty excellent so far. So I feel that would, because we're obviously right now at the very end. Because we're about to enter the tower. I suppose congratulations are in order. You've made it this far after all. But of course it looks like you've left quite a few of my puzzles in town untouched. What's that way? Hidden all sorts of wonderful yeah. I'll make sure you solve, but you're sorely mistaken. I'll let you through with less than... There we go. Okay. Right. I kind of, I guess, saw this coming in a way. I can't pace it. Regardless, seems like a mystery. We'll have to wait. 75 puzzles. So I'm assuming this is, of course... Truth Burrow. That is a lot of puzzles. It's 22 puzzles. Okay, that's fine. I guess it... I don't know, it does kind of screw... It doesn't particularly screw with the pacing too much. It does in a little way, but I think the bigger problem with it is just that... Well, there's not a whole lot of puzzles in this gap, I guess, so... Now there's a lot. It's kind of like a bit whoa. But okay. See, we don't even have that many puzzles here. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do some investigating, but... No, that's not. That's the one I can't actually... Odd equations. Puzzle 64. Okay, we'll solve a few puzzles on screen. We'll solve maybe like 3 or something, and then we'll cut until I've solved them all. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. Turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. Assuming the above, what does 7 plus 6 equal? Excuse me. Okay, what? Wait. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. 8 plus 6 is 14. So under what conditions does 8 plus 6 equal 2? 7... Well, if it's 8 plus minus 6. So 7 plus minus 6 would be 1. Right?
That should do it.
Yes. Cool. Cool.
Every puzzle has an answer.
It's using the same... Oh, no, it's apparently about time. Yeah, of course it's about time. Of course I knew it was about time. I knew that immediately. Okay, Aces and the Joker. Let's do this one. I always like something to do with cards. Aces and the Joker. You've scattered a deck of 52 cards and 1 Joker face on the table so you don't know which card is where. Next, you start turning the cards over one by one. Assuming that you can't flip the same card twice, what are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the Joker? Whoa. That you turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the... I guess... Whoa. I am very curious to see what the small hint they suggest is, actually.
There we go.
What's the small hint? Too bad, don't worry, you need to bother with complex calculations. Okay, so I guess it's something vaguely simple. Well, the chances of getting all 4 aces... It's 4 out of 52, isn't it? So, no, it's... So what's 4... that you'll turn over all 4 aces? You can't flip the same card twice. Well, of course you can't flip the same card twice. Wait. Okay, wait. So it's guess if it's 4 over 52, what's... Wait, so 52 is 30... Wait, so 52, 26... That's a weird... Oh, it's going to be a weird... Yeah, because I don't feel like it's going to be... I kind of want a hint, if I'm being honest. 53 cards, 4 aces. The probability of turning over an ace increases, but you need... Think what you can do to eliminate... what? Oh, no. So it's got to be a simple number, doesn't it? Because, yeah, if you take 1 away, then you've got a better chance of... Eliminate other variables. Turn over all 4 aces. Bro, this one hurts my head. Well, I'll come back to that one. 62, the mysterious note. Sure. Okay. Puzzle number 62, the mysterious note. Oh, it's 40 picker ass that. Detective who was mere days away from cracking an international smuggling ring suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you this note will reveal the name of the crying kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects. Oh, it's a multiple choice. Woo! Can you break the detective code and find the criminal's name? Okay. Sure. My stomach just rumbled. I'm so sorry if you heard that. Detective's name. It's John. Fun fact, I think it's John.
There we go.
Is it John? It's not John. Oops. Whoops.
How?
Oh, examine it from all angles. Allow me to adjust my head. Oh, okay. He says not seeing it. Wait. No, still don't see it. Maybe it's Todd. Todd feels like a good guess. I'm guessing it's Todd.
Here's my answer.
How is it always the one I guess last?
I suppose
How does it always manage to be the one that I guess last? That is
there we
freaky. That is freaky how that always happens.
Critical thinking
Cool.
is the key to
Okay.
success.
That's right. Flip the note. You'll notice that the bill is the bot. Of course it is. Of course this bill is the boss. He sells oil. Bro. Can't believe that. In a hole. Sure. Let's hit me with it. Hit me within a hole. Hit me in a hole. Haha. A tennis ball has rolled its way down. The particular hole is extremely deep and has a sharp bend in the middle, making the ball impossible to read by hand. No matter worse, the ground around the ball is made circularly. However, use something incredibly commonplace on hand that you can use to get the ball out. Answer in 5 letters. Your sock. No, that's not 5 letters. Something incredibly commonplace on hand that you can use to get the ball out. Magnet. 6 letters. What on earth? No. You see, this one, because I'll never think of it. It'll never once come to mind. The lazy guard. Okay, let's do the lazy guard. Puzzle number 56, the lazy guard. The local museum is an exhibit that spans 9 rooms as shown in the diagram below. The entrance to the complex is marked by A and the exit is marked by B. Streetcar on duty is a bit of a loafer and wants to walk each room of the exhibit while turning as few times as possible. What's the fewest number of turns he can make while still visiting every room? Example shows the course that involves... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? 4. Technically, we can just keep going one lower. No? Why is it not 4?
How embarrassing.
Sometimes seeking example keeps people from thinking creatively. Wait. It's shown in the... So surely he can just go 1, 2. Surely he only needs 2 to check every... Because he can just look... You can just look through the doors. Yeah, you just look through the doors. I'm a genius.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Takes it, he finishes. Oh, or he can do that. Yeah, I guess that works too. That's definitely what I thought of. Yeah, yeah. We'll do 102. Nope, that's Aces and the Joker. 55, the odd sandwich. Sure. This will be the last one we do this episode, and I'll end the episode off, and so maybe we can have a super long finale. Ooh. Okay. Using scraps of tofu from your breakfast, you managed to cobble together a rather oddly shaped sandwich. How many times must you cut the sandwich in order to make it fit neatly into the container? One.
There we go.
I'm a genius. How did I accidentally solve it this time? That's right, the puzzle is a snap, 1, 2, C. Yeah, that's 100% what I thought of. Okay, we'll end the episode off here. In the next episode, we will... I will do a bunch of other puzzles. And I'll see you guys then. But for now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. So yeah, off screen, I'll do puzzles. I don't feel like I explained that badly. I'll do all the puzzles. I got up to 75. Next episode, we'll try and finish Professor Layton. Maybe. If not, it'll take 2 episodes. We'll see. But for now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, and cheers.